What's up, guys? We're gonna build beats. Today we're gonna be making some smooth dark beats. If you guys haven't subbed already or turn post notifications on, as you do so, good does help it a lot. Let's hop right into it. So the BPM, I'm just gonna be using 150. You can use whatever you want. I'm gonna be trying to work without a scale today. So we can just go ahead and get started with our little first instrument, and I'll show the sound selection as we go through. All right, so this is the first instrument we're using. This is Falcon, and then I've just put a few effects on here. Just some delay. So let's go ahead, and with dark beats, this is pretty easy. You can really just use one simple chord. So really, to make it even easier, you could just take this minor stamp and place it in right here. And the cool thing about this is we already got all the half steps we need, because these two are the placements we need. And if we move that one up, and these are the placements, right? If we were to build a minor scale from scratch, right? So we got everything we need already. So let's just take our original chord, and then let's I kind of like that vibe, so I'm gonna kind of go with that. Maybe just stretch this out, and then we could just repeat this, and then we could just do kind of that little trick where you go up. So 1 2 3 4 5. So shift up and then control down. Okay, don't forget to control down, and then it should be a decent little like melody. All right, I like that. So let's go ahead and move on to our second instrument. All right, so this is our next sound. All right, and I'm just planning on just doing very simple things. So we started off super simple with basically we just used the minor chord and just added one other note and did a little shift trick, right? So with this, we can go even simpler and just use these same notes. And what I'm gonna do is hold Alt and click it. Well, not click and drag, we'll just drag it back so that it does this. And what that's gonna do is basically make the instrument play all the way. Right, and it's gonna have a tail and drag out. So I'm gonna just put this here. And I don't wanna overdo it. So I'm gonna probably do something like that. And then we can just do the same thing over here. 1 2 3 4 5. Control down, right? And I could have just copied it, but I just want to make sure everybody knows how to do that. Seek transition. I'm gonna see what this sounds like. I like that one. All right, so that's the second one. We got how many? 2 more left. So we can probably try to do a little bit more than just this with those. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so next up we have a piano. And I think from here we can start to do a little bit more, but I don't want to overdo it because this is supposed to be like a dark beat, and I don't want it to be too melodic. So we can just go ahead and start like on the first one, and just kind of use these as like guidelines. Let's turn these down a bit. Let's pull this up an octave so we can end on this. Then we can use this in between. Okay, I think that's good. Then pull this down. Okay, I like that. I think that's decent. I wanted to kind of copy it like this, but I feel like we still have another instrument left, so I'm gonna kind of leave that space open just in case I want to add something in there. So let's move on to second, or what is the fourth instrument? Okay, so for the last instrument we have our guitar. Okay, so this one I'm gonna offset it because everything else starts right here on the first bar. So usually offsetting things like around here will sound good. So I'm gonna probably start it here, We already got a bunch of notes in the background we can use, so I'm gonna just probably start with this A. And actually, let's change the grid to thirds, just to kind of mix it up a bit. And then we can just start like something like this and just switch the notes. Stretch that out, and let's take this F, move that up, and then we can kind of go down. And we know this E works, right? And then this right here, bring it over. And then let's kind of mess around with this too. Let's see how this sounds real quick. All right, and then just fix the length. Let me see. Okay, that's good. And now we can just copy this part because we don't need this, and just put it in the same place, and then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Control down, and then at the end here, what I usually would do is hold Alt. And let me zoom in so you see. Because this is the end of the loop, so I will pull it back so that it plays all the way. And I'll just have to fix that later. But yeah, that's the guitar, and let's move on to actually adding in the drums in 808. All right, so now we have our bass, and this should be pretty easy. So we can just use our root, and then, you know, if you were to make a bass line, you would make your chord and then pull the top note down. And that's how you get your lowest note. So we can delete this and then just put these in place pretty much. And then we can add like a transition note right here. Now this doesn't go within the scale, but it's like so quick that you can't really tell that it's in the scale or not. So we can go ahead and kind of use that to our advantage. Let's shorten these up a bit. Just leave it there, copy it over. And then we can kind of mess around with some of these. Just to quickly throw some stuff in, and then we can do the shift thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so it's different. It's not the same pattern the whole time. All right, and that is our bass. So now we can go on to making our drums. All right, so let's go ahead and start our drums. Now these can be very simple, but you can have fun with them just because this beat is very dark. So for example, instead of putting the clap here every time, right, you can put the rim and then the clap, right, just to like switch it up. It just creates a little cool dynamic you can use. So we can just use that, and I'm just turn this clap up, and I'm gonna have to just copy everything over. And then let's just finish this out real quick. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep all of that in, but we'll see. And then just this, and we can just add those hi-hats in. And the hi-hats is what's gonna give us our like main rhythm too. So again. And we can just copy that, and I'm gonna just take this right here and pull it down the velocity a bit, and then we just copy it over. And then let's add some more stuff in here. Maybe add some on the second part. Let's try that. All right, let's see. Okay, I think that's good. Of course, we could do a little bit more. But I think for a smooth dark beat, this is good enough. I'm gonna just play everything. Okay, and here we go. Alright, and that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.